Hoi! Why is it quieter than usual? Hello? Huh? Hello? Did I make it? Oh, why is my mixer all like crooked? What is going? Why is that all? Oh! Oh, hang on, guys. Oh. Oh no. Hi, Jonathan. Now is not really the time. There. Okay. No, Jonathan, don't go that way. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then... Scooch. Hi, Jonathan. Hello? I don't know why. I feel... Oh, there we go. Okay, that feels more normal. I didn't even touch anything, but okay, whatever. Anyway. Hoi! Hello. I forgot I was a live 2T for a second because I'm staring at Baby Brie. So, yeah. Hi, Jonathan. I love you so much. Okay. Hoi, everybody. Welcome in. Tallerin, enjoy your lurk. I hope your writing is successful and fruitful and everything you imagine it could be. Jonathan, please do not jump in there. Also, hoi, Apple. Oh, I should put this back. This fell off. Just like me. Falling off. I am experiencing so much auditory stimulation right now because you guys can't hear the game, but I can hear the game, and I can also hear the Spotify, and so I'm just getting a lot of sounds all at once. It's something. I was supposed to get more water. I need to go get more water. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I swear I'm ready. I'm not though. I'm really not. Man, it's a good thing that my bathroom is like right next to my room, so I just have to go over to the next room over to get more water. It's crazy convenient. Hoi, game guy. Or low. Oh, my desk is a mess. I need to clean this off again. I can finally get rid of this. Yay! You get water from the bathroom? Yeah, from the toilet. Did you know that toilet water? How did I get muted? Jonathan? Jonathan. Yeah, I'm staring at you. And he looked at me. And I looked at him. And he looked at me. And I look at him. Jonathan muted my mic. Did I say Tallerin? I said Jonathan. Oh, right, because your name is Jonathan. Right. I forgot about that. Hoi, Cynic. Stop sticking your tail in front of my camera. People can't see me if you do that. What are you doing? You just saying when people say Ben. I'm just gonna say that sometimes people in streams I go to say my real name and I think they're talking about me, but then I realize, wait, they're not talking to me. That's not the game name I go by and on the online, and like, and just like, how do they know my real name? But they don't actually. They're just talking about someone else. Wait, TC. Dalaran, you're getting a tree! Yay! Am I ready to lose more brain cells? Heck yeah. I had coffee today, so we should be good. You hope you know that you're going to turn this whole sharing a name with the cat thing into a running joke. Do it. I love running jokes, as long as they're positive in nature and not tearing people down for too long. Teasing is okay in short bursts, but if it goes too long, then it can get kind of frustrating and makes me a little sad. Positive in nature. Yeah! Cat jokes. Okay, Jonathan got his treat and now he's satisfied. So he's out of my hair now. Okay. Okay. But Bree, you didn't have friends if that was... You wouldn't have friends if that was the... What? Okay. A man walks... Wait. I already said this one. My friend Ming told me I would look much more professional if I just stopped wearing my funny bow tie. I explained to her, but I'm nothing without my comedic timing. That's a joke. Constant friendly abuse. It's only a guy thing. But like, it's... If the specific thing you're teasing about, like if the running joke is a very specific thing, then I don't like it for too long. But if the teasing thing that you're teasing about changes, then it can be okay. Matt Pack would say, one of the jokes of all time. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Where's my game? Play. Oh, right. B is A in this game for some reason. Oh, thank goodness we're in the trial. What if the joke is Luigi? Oh, yeah. You just have to read the room. You tease your friends too, but you know it's not always the vibe. Read the room. Make sure they're okay with it. That kind of stuff, yeah. Which I'm sure you do. Which I'm sure you do, game guy. I would hope you do. So what's happening? I don't remember. B being A reminds you of how X is O in Metal Gear. Okay, so is writing. Oh, writing is so hard. Writing is so much harder than reading, for real, for real. You can't tease people, you do it bad, then just be nice. Just be nice to people. People like being nice to being nice to kindness. Good morning, Max. Oh yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Who missed? Oh, sorry. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. I forget her voice. It's okay. Why are we talking about milk? Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today. Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? I was told not to fly. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Me too. Milk calms Max before a performance? Thought it was Chinese milk? Milge? Milge? Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. You're like the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Sorry, it's just the voice. I don't remember what I gave her. Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How long can you go? Ugh. Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. What is with all the milk? Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, Wright? Well, I've got a feeling that today's gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Thank goodness. Physical. We're going physical today. Just give him the old 1-2. Give him the chair. I like this court. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Well, anyway, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yup. That's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Bro. I mean, to be fair, she is 16. Like, it is time that she woke up and faced reality. Your Honor, Jacksepticeye. Gotta use evidence. You mean you didn't before? Yeah, it's like, isn't this how court's supposed to go? Aren't you supposed to use evidence to prove your claims? Isn't that how court works? Or no? Your Honor, I challenge the witness to trial by combat. Yes! Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Kama, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? By 16, you stop knowing what the afterlife is like. Does anyone really know what it's like exactly? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Watching Judge Judy nearly every day, there's also a great amount of the judge using common sense. Not in this game!
Well, I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders, so then why don't you just show it? Why do you have to wait to the right moment? Why can't you just be like, here's the proof that it's Maximilian Galactica, I rest my case. Why do we have to be dramatic about this? This game is stupid.
Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Haha, get it? Because this is a circus! Detective stayed up all night doing arts and crafts that I might not use.
Name and occupation. Oh, I forgot that was his name.
Why does he have his birds in the courtroom? Because we wouldn't know it's him otherwise. It's part of his sprite. You can't just take it off willy-nilly. He has to be so shocked that they fly away to remove them. And he looks pretty calm to me right now. It has embraced the circus plot. This entire game is the circus.
I forget what voice I gave him. Ken Dingling.
Is it Dingling or Ken? I know it's supposed to be like Kendling. Ken Dilling. So it'd be like Dilling. Not Dingling, but Dilling. Ken, because it's like kindling. Kindling? That's the word. Kindling. So kindling would be kindling.
Everyone calls me Acro. Yay. I'm employed as an acrobat at the very big circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. Okie dokie. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around at that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, after a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like.
Then how can you be sure? If you didn't see his face, how do you know it's Max Galactica?
To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
How do you know it's him if you didn't see his face? Anyone can wear a hat and cloak. Anyone can.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. Don't you think that the people of this circus would know that Max Galactica cannot actually fly and that it's all just an act using like rope and wires? Don't you think they would all know that since they all work together and practice together in the same area and like work together in the same area and
all that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. Just use imbecile. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Don't you bring him up. He's not part of this.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
No, but I have a problem with Miss Von Karma bringing up beef that has nothing to do with the trial.
The words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
It was just after 10 p.m. Hang on.
You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
What if you close the curtains, yeah? Yeah. But then the birds cannot come and go as they please, Mr. Judge.
Never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains.
Are you kidding me?
Haha. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers.
Sometimes, but not for the right reasons, Mr. Judge.
The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room is on the 3rd floor, correct? Yeah. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. It's called using your ears, Mr. Wright. Pressing accurate doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now.
What did he just say? What did we ask him? Your room is on the 3rd floor. Yes. You were in bed. Yes. How did you hear a thump? And you heard a thump. Yes. How is there a contradiction there? How would there be a contradiction there, Mr. Genuinely, how would there be contradiction? Like, he just uses his ears? His ears? From that high up? I mean, if it was loud enough, yeah. If it was loud enough, you'd easily hear something happening from 3 floors.
There's a huge contradiction with the testimony. I don't know what, but there is.
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
See some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
Oops, that's not what I wanted. I pressed the wrong button. I forget what the. Sorry, I forget what the. Well, it didn't knock points. That's good. I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Yeah. And a few moments later, you saw someone flying. It was just after 10 p.m. I don't think the time would be it. So wait. Profiles. That's the what I'm looking for. So like I don't know. The fact it's giving me the option kind of makes me say yes, but no, let's just keep going a little bit.
Are you sure it was a human being? Oops. Setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is possible. Is that what we're talking about?
I keep hitting the wrong buttons.
You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if you were there. You were there with if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. I wonder if Acker's statement jives with the fact. Jives with the facts? Sorry, hang on. I missed part of. I'm so confused. Say the truth unless it benefits me. Exactly. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. It would have been the lights outside. Yeah, the safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. Did you see any other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of... Oh my god. Sir, I don't have the memory for this! When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. Yes, it is, Von Karma, actually. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance with this memory. Done maintenance with my memory? Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Bro! Objection! Sustained! No! Oh my gosh, I hate this game. Try downloading some dedicated RAM. I might have to. Akro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal. I'm trying! I'm trying! The problem is I'm not remembering what I'm being told. Jonathan, stop eating that. Oh my gosh. Is Danganronpa this but good? No, it's bad in a different way. Okay, so... Thank you. Okay. Picture of the crime scene. Silk hat. Jonathan! You're gonna kill yourself by eating things like that. Okay, so stream tags, bad memory, game, memory-based puzzle. Look. Look. No, that's B. That girl is right out there, okay. Jonathan, the window is open. I can't with this child. I'm gonna eat a mini egg. Ow. Around my sore is a mini egg. Bro, why do the different mini egg colors taste different? It's like the dye that they used on the candy outside. The yellow ones hit different. I don't know why. Enjoy your lurk.
Lim. That's your name.
What is wrong with my brain today?
When is the pepper gonna come into play? Oh my gosh. Ew. To the murder. You haven't forgotten what happened. You haven't closed the door. Know what took place. You at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Okay, so resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. It's just... So it's like... Ah, fudge! I did not mean to... Hey, hit the wrong button! Ah! Why is X, Y? I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Can I start over? Can I start over? I know it does nothing to do with anything. Sir, my hand slipped. It slipped out of my hand. Just leave me alone. I was turned off. Yes. That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. Uh-huh. The lights on there was a person back, so you couldn't see the white roses on the front. Yeah. Remember any other symbols? You saw the silk hat, as well as a cloak wrapped around her body. For Viz set the person I saw was like, when I saw that, I thought it was... There's one. Was it this one that I accidentally skipped? Oh, what are the buttons on this controller? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Why does anarchy constantly follow me wherever I go? I'm trying to be a good person. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? Objection. This is not the one I'm looking for. Oh, this is not the one I'm looking for. This is... Uh-huh. I think it was... Was it this one? Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Okay, that's what I missed. And that does not help at all. Setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. How is an action figure more plausible than a mannequin? An action figure is tiny. I believe it was a human. Okay. What if it was a monkey? If accurate statement jives with the facts. What are the facts? I don't remember. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. You can see his hat from this bust that went missing the night before the murder. Why is the text so blurry? Because it's not important.
Ooh.
Ooh. The thing that went missing the day before the murder. It has his signature hat and it was dark and people couldn't see it properly. And you just have to hide the cards with the cloak. Why acro in Regina's pocket the morning of the crime? Photo of Max rewards. Okay, wait, hang on. I might be cooking here. Which one am I on right now? Which recipe, which step of this recipe am I on? Alright, the light's off. You were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The lights lit up the afternoon. Honestly, there was only enough light for me to see a silhouette outside my window. It's the person back, so I couldn't see the white roses in the front. See any of the other symbols. I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. Hi, P-Tony! I'm very confused and I have no memory. I am struggling and I may be crying on the inside. Ahoy, everybody! Welcome and thank you for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Bree. I'm a Bard VTuber, and I have annual music streams on February 29th. Right now we're playing through Phoenix Wright, Justice Attorney, Ace for All. And this entire game is a circus, and we are currently in the most circus of the trials because everybody here is literally part of a circus. And I'm crying. Matt Backhoy, you're not the murderer. Next person in chat is the murderer. Uh-oh. P-Tony is not the murderer. Next person. Blossom is not the murderer. Father Evan is not the murderer. TC is not the murderer. I don't know. So wait, if the next person in chat is the murderer and P-Tony is the next one to talk, does that mean that P-Tony is in fact the murderer and he's trying to pass it off to blame it on Blossom? Is that what's happening? Oh my gosh. Can you be the murderer? Okay. Jens is the murderer. Get her! Ban her! Welcome in, everybody. Wright is not the clown. He is the entire circus. Jens claims murderer. What's wrong? If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. Ugh. I'm gonna take a stab. I'm gonna take a little stab. I'm gonna take a little chance here. I'm gonna... Bam! It's wrong. Whee! Whee! You're not going to get through with that unusual bluff routine. Look! 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 A stab is breathing. No! Next person in chat's the murderer. Okay. Where's the contradiction? Where's the contradiction? I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. What if the murder weapon was the bust? What if the... Wait. Okay, guys. I think I got it. I just don't know how to prove it. Okay, what if... What if the bust of Max Galactica was the murder weapon because he got blunt force trauma to the head with a blunt object, because that's what blunt force trauma to the head means, and then they just used that as also the thing they used to frame Max Galactica, because it looks like Max Galactica. It's a double whammy, and that's why the weapon wasn't found at the crime scene, because they took it with them. Now I don't know how to prove that, but I think I'm cooking. What if the evidence is the victim? Wouldn't that be stupid? That would be so stupid. I think that might also be correct. Hang on, wait. I have to remember to hit the right buttons. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. What is the pepper for? Did the victim wear the cloak, though? How do we know for sure? Well, I guess that's true. Wait, what? He did. He did. Achoo. Bless you. Thanks, the pepper really got to you. I don't know. I don't know. B. Okay, let's try this again. Let's start from the top, shall we? Let's start from the top. It was just after 10 p.m. Uh-huh. You said that you were resting in bed. Uh-huh. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room. Yes. That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful. Not when it matters. I don't think that's it. I don't. Wait, sorry. What is going on? do I play this game? Press. Strong power nap. Yes. More so, more like actually, my neighbor is over to help my mom, with some stuff that she has to do for, I think, I don't know, sometime this week. And my mom left her. And I don't think my neighbor realizes that I stream. Your room is on the 3rd floor. Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. Yes. But you're still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. It's called using your ears. VTubers have neighbors? Unfortunately. That's not true. I like my neighbor. Neighbor, shut up, I'm streaming. Slams door. No, I would never do that. So... large thump. I don't think I have anything that could disprove that he heard a large thump. Like, we don't know how good his hearing is. He's actually deaf. I don't think he would be actually responding to us if that were the case. I don't think this is the one. I don't think this is the one. I don't think this is the one. I saw someone flying right next to my window. This sucks. Does anyone want to just tell me what's the right answer? No, he's like the composer for Re1's direction cut. Resident Evil 1 direction cut. We pretended to be deaf for Cloud. Sure, it was a human being. It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Oh, this is where I do it. Oh, this is where I do it. No, it's not where I do it. What? I'm not going to be able to get through this with... I'm not bluffing. I'm legit. What? You're not even going to let me try? Bruh, what is this? Look, he said... He gave me a contradiction. He's saying, I asked him, like, you don't think it could have been anything other than a human being? Could have been like a mannequin or anything like that? And he said, I believe it was a human, so that I'm gonna be like, no, that's I guess it's not really a contradiction, but like, Lim is talking to me. Oh, that's cool. That's not related to stream though, so I'll respond later. I only vaguely remember what Maya said. Must be lying about what he saw, right? Yeah, of course he is. Challenge will be exposed his eyes. Put the pedal to the metal. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure it has to do. What is this? Pretty sure it has to do with the bust. It has to be the bust. But I have to figure out where. Hint system, bruh. I don't know. It's the bust. It has to be the bust because that's the only thing that we could share. Why can't it be the bust? Why can't it be the bust? The bust went missing prior to the crime. It looks exactly... Not that kind of bust, Apple. It's not possible to miss evidence. The game doesn't allow you to move on unless you get all the evidence. Did he see the figure from his window? Because he's upstairs, right? Yes, but the figure flew away. That's what he's claiming. He's claiming that the figure flew away across his window. Bruh! I think that's contradiction. He heard a thump like something impacted his window, but claims the figure still. No, cause it was no. Cause he said he heard a thump and then the thing flew by. So basically, he heard the. He heard. I might have to restart this. This is still the beginning of the freaking trial. I might have to reload the save file, but. Okay, yeah, because it was just after 10 p.m. He heard the thump, and then a few moments later, he saw it fly across. So basically, he's claiming that he heard the impact of the blunt force trauma that killed the guy. It's not weird that the sight and figure were just disconnected. No, that would not be weird. It just says from outside the window, which just means that it was outside. Yeah, but I don't think he himself is claiming that the figure and the noise are completely connected. He's saying that he heard a noise and then he saw a figure fly past, but he's not saying that the figure made the noise. I'm still convinced that it has to do with the bust. I just don't know where to present it. It's on the 3rd floor. What human could have done that? The flying or the hearing of the thump? The closest thing would probably be Max Galactica, the magician. But the thing is that he's known for being able to fly, even though it's just wires and string. And I don't understand why the people at this circus wouldn't know that. Yeah, he's the acrobat. Used to be. It's not a contradiction. That's the problem. The birds are feeding lies to him. Yeah, and the birds are named Von Karma. I already tried this. Can I look this up? Can I look this up? This feels like one of those dumb things. Which case is this? Also, I'm just gonna reload because we just started. It's episode 3. We just started the trial and I've already lost 4 points of HP. So, case 3. Part 4. Part 4, 1 trial. Witness testimony. Press acro on the statement. It was Max Galactica. Gosh dang it! How is that the contradiction? Okay, well, I kind of had the right idea. I had the wrong evidence, but it bothers me that this is the thing that I have to present as the contradiction. Bzz, bang, bang. The hat was left at the scene of the crime, so he couldn't have flown off with it. Oh, it was. Memory! Memory! Ugh! This is why you don't take a 2-week break! Hoisagi, by the way. It was Max Galactica. No. You originally thought this was the worst case, then you did DLC for Dual Destinies. I'm so looking forward to all of this. There's a huge contradiction. And now that Limbs explained it to me, yes, it makes sense. It's the silk hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by it? We're an hour into stream, and we're just getting through the first... Okay, but Soggy, that's what normal casual players do anyway. Sucks for speedrunning, but for casual players, that's what they do anyway. What do you mean? The silk hat. The doi. I knew it had to do with the silk hat, but guess what? Lo and behold, memory issues. Poor memory forgot that it was left at the scene of the crime, and I'm sure if I had just read it, found at the crime scene. Oh my gosh, if I just read... If I just read it. I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you said you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. I have no legs.
It would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. I have no legs. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right?
I'm sorry, what?
No! The birds are my legs now. I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model that only from Max, which means Acro is lying. No, just I'm saying he has 2 heads. Who would have 2 hats? Who could possibly have more than 1 hat? I only have 1 hat, actually. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. I thought too hard, Von Karma. I had to look this up, okay? Now I have no hat. Am I okay? No! I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. Ugh. What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? He's the real culprit, that's why. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defendant accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Why so formal, Mr. Wright? Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why does the detective game require you to turn your brain off to get the correct answer? I don't know. I'm deadly serious, Your Honor. As dead as Mr. Barry himself. Too soon, Mr. Wright. Oh, sorry. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Oh, good. I thought you were going to call me a clown. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the boldest bluff in the book. Just breathe. If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Hey, so he's calm enough for it to almost be scary. It's all an act. Oh my gosh, it's almost like he works in entertainment. It's always an act. Everyone is acting. Bro, this is assault. I think this is assault. Okay, can we get Acro arrested for planned assault? First you were like, why is she allowed to whip the judge? Now you just want him to all to be. Oh, she'll do it. Don't worry. She just won't do herself. Dling. Mr. Dling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That is true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. I am but a kind soul. I would never hurt anyone. I can't even hurt an ant that crawls across my bed in the dead of night. I could never harm another human being. Unless they harm my brother first.
Oh, what was that? You mean Sean Dingling? You mean Sean, your brother, aka Bat? The bat to your acro bat? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Oh, shut up. He's crippled. He can't do it, Karma. Oh my gosh, crippled people can't do anything. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. He's disabled. He literally can't do anything. Oh my gosh. How dare you? He's a poopy head. The jury is full of 12-year-olds. Crippled people can't do anything, Bree. Yeah. So, see, as soon as I said that, I was like, yeah, that's gonna get clipped right there. Is that a legal term? For the jury it is. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peasant peanut gallery, I like peasant gallery, from the peasant gallery, that's how you do it. No, don't clip it! No, I don't want it clipped! I think that's enough of this little game. Bring on the peasants! I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. Monkey! 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 Monkey, 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 monkey. Monkey! It's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. Monkey! Monkey. Thinking disabled can kill like an abled? That's ableist, Mr. Wright. On camera, the defendant said that the murder flew. What's seriously so weird about saying the crippled guy did it? Look, it's just the double standards of this world. It's don't worry about it. What's good? What's happening? This isn't good. Edwell. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Burn! What's up? It seems as if you won't be stopped but Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand your utter... monkey. I understand the weight of this situation, and I present to you... monkey. Monkey. Either that or it's Mo, but I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like Mo's actually okay. Now that I think about it, I think Mo's okay. Unless it could also be Trillo, but I think it's Monkey. I think it's the monkey. The coordinated brothers faking it, please. It's not the monkey? Are you kidding me? It's not the monkey? What do you mean it's not the monkey? Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an fudge? Ah, fudge! Oh, wait. No. No. Wait a second. No, wait. What is this? What does this say again? This game is a gift for my blood pressure. Is the monkey a character too? No, he's just evidence. Monkey? What proof do you have that the monkey was an accomplice? Monkey. Monkey. That's all I have. That's all I had. All I had was monkey. Monkey does like shiny things, but like, he saved me. Why? Monkey. What proof do you have that the monkey is an accomplice? Just look into his eyes. There's no soul in them. Okay, wait. Let's think about this for a hot second, okay? Okay, let's just think for a hot second. Just think for a second. The proof that the monkey was an accomplice. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Map Pack, after I actually took some time to look at everything. But that would also, cause didn't she like, wasn't she the one that put it up at the in the place kind of thing? Probably. You know what, it might be Regina, because I don't have anything to prove the monkey. Like, I was thinking it was the monkey because it's like, well, first of all, he's the one that takes care of Acro and stuff. And I was thinking, oh well, like, you know, monkey could just like climb wall. Monkey could just like climb the wall. Monkey wouldn't have to use feet on snow and make footprints. The cards are shiny? Shiny. That's not accomplice then. She didn't know what she was doing. Yeah, it's like, look at this bat. Yes, Mr. Judge. Yes, Your Honor. Piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. No, really? Yeah, you know what? That was fair. That one is fair. I don't know what I'm doing, Maya. Of course he did. Okay, I'm gonna try Regina. You don't say, the child. It's the sound of you falling into your own trap. Yeah, I know. It's deafening. Here you go. I can't believe that wasn't it. I hate this game. I hate this trial. Okay, what if it is the monkey and what if I said he didn't have an accomplice? This must be where we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma, cause I made it up. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice! Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
I can't believe that was the right answer. Oh my gosh. Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing.
I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. I know I can't do it. I mean, I know what I can't do. If I can't stop, I can't. Oh.
I'm losing reading comprehension. Mr. Phoenix Wright?
If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Yes. You can't see yourself committing a murder that you committed.
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me.
Yes.
When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Gling?
He's in the cafeteria.
No.
It's been an hour and I know it has.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
Where was he at the time of the murder? He was down here murdering. He was like being a murderer and stuff. So, oh, you know what? Monkey stole the bust from the cafeteria because it was shiny and brought it back to Acro's room. And Acro made up a little fake Maximilian. What if he didn't actually break his legs? What if he can actually walk? I feel like Acro faking disability is way more likely than Bat faking coma. Yeah. There you go. Oh my gosh, it's wrong?
He was at the scene of the crime itself? You're right, though. The murderer would have had to have met the victims.
Ow.
You will be quiet and refrain from striking people. Oh my gosh, the judge is growing a backbone. The witness could not have possibly left the lodging house on his own. Not to mention that what Mr. Phoenix Wright just said. There was no accomplice, remember? Yeah, you're right. You think I could get another chance? Wait just 1 minute. Hang on, let me just...
Don't forget about my proverbial whip as well. Dang it! He was inside of his room and he dropped something out the window onto the head of Mr. Barry. He was obviously here the entire time, exactly where he said he was. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. He didn't leave his room. Are you nuts? A little bit. Just a little bit.
What do you say, Mr. Dingling? Dling? An interesting theory.
And?
That's it. Considering what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it.
What do you mean impossible? You saying it's impossible that you would have been in your room the entire time? Acro says burb. Burb!
Yes, Your Honor. The witness has stated your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go onto the scene or be the killer.
But I said that he was in his room. But I said that he was in his room. Said that he was... Burb! I can make it happen. I just have to write it down so I actually remember to do it. Where's my pen? Oh, man. Maybe he used the birds? Was it the birds? Burb sound effects. You can send a Discord message to remind. I wrote it down. I should remember. So what's happening? Forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. Yeah! Oh my gosh. And I said that he was there. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Birds can fly. Birds can fly.
Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume.
But a bronze bust of him could.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Get mess up here, you gonna? Sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room, no doubt about it. Do not look at my failed attempts.
Just a little bit of save scumming, just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a smidge, just a sprinkle. Enlighten us as to how Mr. Bling, little save scum as a treat. How did he commit the murder? I don't know.
The bust. I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder?
Look at this bust.
A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. He used this very picture to to make blood-formed trauma to the head and killed the ringmaster. Quite a large bust, and because of its life size, it was also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ah!
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactus' ample bust.
I never want to say that ever again. Remove that from my mouth. Scrub it from my tongue. I never want to see that sentence ever again. Also, how is this proof? How is this evidence? I feel like we cannot prove that this is what's happening. We're just kind of saying, this could be what happened.
I don't like this game. I love this game.
At best, this is hearsay. Literally, though.
it's more possible that the murderer flagged from deceit. You're right. So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster? Rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Yeah. Acro's an acrobat. It's all upper body. Yeah, exactly. Acro do be pretty strong, yeah. Mr. Dling, how do you respond to these charges? Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Thank goodness. I'm ready for this to be over. Ow. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? I'm not even allowed to speak? Acro looks pretty aggro. It probably takes a ton of precision. Yeah. Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Because this is Phoenix Wright, Tallerin, that's why. Defense's objection is overruled. Why? Why do we always get overruled and never the prosecution? This game sucks. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Also, where was that evidence you had Gumshoe draw up, Von Karma? I feel like we would have saved a lot of time if you just brought that up, like, right away. Since it's supposedly conclusive evidence. Like, just bring it up right here. Right at the start. And just get this all over with. It's just... The only escalating tension is on my brain and skull with this migraine that this game is giving me. Suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. Why are you a judge? It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination, because if I don't, then I admit defeat, and that would not be good for me. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Yeah, what of it? Can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. But he can't step. GPT started by removing half of chat's pieces. What? That's not very nice, ChatGPT. I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat. Only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would have been unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Yeah. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head.
It's a special tool that will help us later. Was it the pepper?
Was it... Was it... monkey? Was there a mirror somewhere from the monkey? I don't think so. I've got to be careful. I have to decide something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool, but maybe we overlooked something. Uh-huh. Document related to salary negotiations. An orange juice bottle. Definitely orange juice. Map of Berry Circus. Monkey. To the back of the head. Wait, aren't there claims contradicting the autopsy report itself? No footprints by the culprit. So the culprit can fly. Well, Carmen, yeah, she definitely said that. Is it reflective? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Map Hack. Could have lifted something outside. Yeah, I have a strong upper body. Yep. Lifting the bus and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. Makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, see, here's the problem. The only problem I can see with it, Map Hack, is it only says, oh, bye, Tallerin. It only says, what does it say? Meet me at the lodging house plaza. But based on how big it is, there's no way that Acro would know exactly when the ringmaster gets below his window, or if he even would go there in the first place. That's the only problem I can see with it. But allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying a bus, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bus. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow.
Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. For him to know the location of the ringmaster's head. What if the box was already there? What if the box was already there at the lodging? Because when the ringmaster left the meeting with Galactica, with Max, he didn't take a box. He wasn't carrying a box when Trillo saw him, or whoever was wearing the cloak and everything. So the box would have already been there, and because this says he has conclusive evidence, the ringmaster may have thought the evidence is in here. I need to get it, and that's how he would know that the ringmaster would be there. Because that also explains why he would be hunched over it. Like so, because he would have been leaning down to open it, bonked it on the head, and then he hunched down over top of it. I'm gonna save. I'm sorry. I'm gonna save. Do I do it here or do I do it? I'd have to do it here because there's no way to be like, there's a contradiction. Present. I'm gonna take a little stab. The music stopped. Let's go. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
We did it!
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job at hinting.
But I'm so good at this.
Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. We only have an hour left of the stream. Maybe you should take a look at this.
Oh, it looks. Oh, so I could have presented the box or the image. Okay, that's good to know. Shame. Acro is kind of cool. Cool motive. Still murder. Yeah.
Key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Monkey. When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Haha! Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. Is it though?
I think it's kind of like a muddy water. Kind of like, I don't know who all has this like, you know, sometimes you get like tap water that when it first gets into the glass, it has that kind of like white fogginess to it. I feel like we're kind of there. We're kind of at that point. We're not crystal clear, but we're like that little foggy water that will just dissipate with time kind of thing. You know, like I think it's when you like get some like hot or warm water in the cup. I think that's how it works. It's like some steam inside the water. I don't think that's possible, but like, anywho.
If the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
There's a reasonable doubt of Acro's innocence by this.
Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now we just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. The next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene, monkey? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope that all he had to do was lower it down. Oh! Allow me to whip some. Mr. Phoenix, right? Ow, ow, bro, this is abuse. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed, it had the most peculiar feature. Pepper.
Victor was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. 20 pounds? Yeah, 20 pounds is kind of a lot for this. Yeah, I'd say 20 pounds is kind of a lot.
The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have been required. Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct.
Zephyr, hoy! Welcome in!
Lift up the box, you'll have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool!
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you have to say.
Uh-huh. You were a raider once.
I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
I can't read.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Hoi, Zephyr. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Until he took an arrow to the knee. Okay, but that's literally what happened. It's not actually what happened. You just can't walk. That's all.
Mr. Wright may have a bit of an imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing.
Why?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust?
In the cafeteria.
Of course I remember. It was on top of the table at the cafeteria. And what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
But the monkey could. That means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
Monkey. How's the court shenanigans? I am dying inside. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ah, fudge. I did say that. Well, I showed the monkey and y'all didn't accept it, so... Tell us exactly how the witness could have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Monkey.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here.
Whoa! Another one? Hey, yo! Hoi, Brizzy! It is Brizzy, right? I think so. Hey, yo! Hoi, everybody! Oh my god. I'm like so popular today.
This is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all.
It is! Hello! Hoi! Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We're playing Phoenix Wright, as I'm sure you realize, and I'm crying. I have a migraine because of this game. I don't normally get migraines. I'm gonna save.
Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room, monkey?
Does it count as an accomplice if they're an animal? Does it count as an accomplice if they're an animal? That like shiny thing? Does it count if the monkey just took the bust of its own free animal will and then Acro was like,
I could use this for a crime.
Legally accountable monkey.
A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home.
Jave man? Hoi. Welcome in. It's more coincidence? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't at all shiny. But the cards? Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. Burn! Oh! Insert that little like video of the you know, shiny.
Bronze can be shiny. Not as shiny as those cards.
Those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Phoenix put the burn in Phoenix. Unknowing accomplice is still accomplice, we said. I mean, yeah, but this is Phoenix Wright, so I don't think they care about that. I don't think they really care about that. Look, money is in the evidence files and not the people files, okay? Therefore, it's not an accomplice. Animals are objects in the Phoenix Wright universe.
Acro! Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. He wasn't able to handle that himself. I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Haha! Admission! In this world, parents can testify. Oh my gosh, you're right. What are the rules of this world? Think a world with actual magic would be a bit easier to figure out facts. You'd think a world where our right-hand person can literally talk to the voices of the dead person. You'd think that they would just channel the dead person and be like, who killed you? And they'd be like, this person. You would think, right? No, absolutely not.
Where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know.
We're still searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events.
So if you're still looking for vital pieces of evidence to this crime, why are we holding a trial?
Let's say that the monkey has not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Muddy's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them.
You playing Gumshoe Dock is pay again? The parent can testify, so can the dead.
The judge would disagree.
Love your old man voice acting. Aw, thanks.
Anyway, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Moron! She's using the thesaurus. Oh my gosh, she's... Yay! Character development! Yay! Yay! I'm so proud of her.
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, worth it. His argument does hold water, there's no denying that. Ah!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know.
Well, can you tell me, please?
You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. I didn't actually. I was trying to figure that out. Ah! Ah! Ah!
There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hang on. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
The bust. I still think it's the bust. I agree with Mapak. I still think it's the bust.
He saw Max's bust. I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. It has everything!
Au contraire, mon frère?
Sorry, I don't speak French. Despite what people like to think,
it does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
This is what I was trying to say way back at the start of the stream 2 hours ago. This is what I was trying to say 2 hours ago, but the game wouldn't let me do it. I hope my neighbor can hear me screaming.
How is that possible? Simple, really. That what Mo actually saw was that night was Max's bust.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to a bust. It wouldn't be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hands.
Idiots! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Oh, she's actually using the thesaurus. This is amazing.
Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree?
Oh, he caught me. Oh, man. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Anytime I see that top right thing show up, I'm just like, huh.
Let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
think it was Russell. I think it was Russell Berry who left the meeting wearing Max Galactica's cloak and hat for some reason. I think he's the one. Russell is dead. Russell is dead, Inky. I think that Russell, then that would explain why the hat was there, because he was wearing it and it fell off of his head. And because Acro couldn't see Russell at the time, he wouldn't have known to go pick it up and left it at the crime scene. So I think for some reason, Russell would have taken the cloak off, put it on the bust, so unless Mo was actually an accomplice, but I don't think he is, I think it was Russell. Dang, it's not.
Saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust?
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. What would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this?
Absolutely not, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together in the wrong order. There's really only one picture I can paint anyway. Alright, so you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time.
The cloak got caught on the cards of the bust, but the bust would have already killed him. I think Apple's correct. I think Apple is correct.
Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust. Dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume for some reason. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. Oh yeah, because being framed as a murderer, that's why.
So in either situation, I feel like Max just got the bad end of the stick.
Just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. Get it? Because this is a circus. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim.
That is oddly convenient. Like, what are the chances? I know this is a video game, but like, man. Don't you see? The ringmaster represents the friends we made along the way. They're all dead. All of my friends are dead. You just wait a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, it can't be true. It can't be.
It's still a little early.
Excuse me, Mr. Airplane. Do you mind? I'm trying to stream here. Thank you.
Still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't even over yet.
Ha, get it? Because it's all a circus.
That's your airplane. You don't like how you're talking down to it. Too bad! Impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. Hearsay. Objection to hearsay. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. The plane is in the sky. Yeah. She's talking up to it. That's a good one, Apple. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acker naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the sky came to be.
I like how they're playing the circus music during this because this entire trial is a joke.
So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
Sure has. But he has to come to the end of his rope now.
So?
What now?
You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence? What is evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well.
You do nothing.
Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
I don't know, Karma. Do you have evidence the clients flew?
The judge forgetting the evidence exists is so funny.
Nick, they say they want evidence.
What? I know! I can hear! I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method, but there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam.
Please. It's enough talk amongst them yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Well, he brought up Mo.
Why was there pepper in there? Just... Why? Yeah, what part are we proving? That's literally all they have. They brought up Mo. I'm like, there you go. Clown. Can't tell if this is good silence or bad.
Okay. You know what?
Okay. So he brought up Mo. You're going to be shocked when you unlock the secret to the pepper. Not that shocked. You just remember the things from I don't remember anything from 2+ weeks ago. What did Mo say? What was Mo's testimony? It's literally been like 3 weeks since I heard it. What did he say? I don't remember yesterday. What was yesterday? Was it Monday? I watched Ninja Turtles yesterday with Hal. He really likes it. Everybody here should watch Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, available on Netflix and Paramount Plus, and also the movie, which is available on Netflix. It is Hal Ward approved. It is the Halcyon Ward approved. Everybody here is required to watch it now. It's great. Mo saw no flowers. Okay, but what does that have to do with this? Acro didn't see flowers either. Bring the Ninja Turtles to the stand. Pepper. What did he say? Hey!
Problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool! Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday? He justified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Yeah. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction? Oh yeah, I'm in a trial. Remember what that ventriloquist said in court?
He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one way away. Can you do it, Nick?
Yeah.
Karma, it's backwards. Exactly.
Please recall the incident where the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged into the front of the bust.
No, I don't get it, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I can't see into your memory, your little dreamscape of an imagination, imagining this cloak falling onto the bust. You need to explain it to us with words, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you fool! You foolish fool! From the country of fools.
It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Just like Acro's axe, we're making leaps. Objection, hearsay. Objection. Yeah. I feel like there's an actual. There's an actual objection for like when something is purely just like possibility. What is that? What's the word for that? I need the thesaurus. Miss Von Karma, since you're not using it anyway, can I borrow your thesaurus? Conjecture? Yeah. Objection, conjecture. This might have happened. Overruled. Objection.
She called him a moron. She's using it.
Yeah, and then she called him an idiot, and then she called him the foolish fool from the country of fools again. So, I don't know. It's not sticking.
Quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel.
Did you forget, Mr. Felix Wright, about that thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the trial that I said that I had that I wasn't going to show unless I was backed into a corner? Well, I claim that corner now.
Felix's entire strategy is conjecture and then stumbling into possible evidence. Speculation! That's it, Seamaster. Thank you. I am... in theory. I'm not proving myself to you guys. This ain't court. Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this.
We don't need the motive. We're not prosecuting. Yes. All we have to do is prove it wasn't Max Galactica. That's it. That's all we have to do.
Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this could kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
What do we do? It's okay, Maya, I got this. There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
It's okay, Maya, I got this. Moat here? Hoy, you love how extra attorneys are in this game? They're giving me a migraine.
It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dilling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
You got the swings.
I can't believe it. Acro! It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna say that.
Jeez, am I that hated?
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did?
Bye, Apple. Thanks for hanging out. You're hanging with money on the monkey bars. Add in stretch break. Oh, I missed that. Okay, bye, guys. I'm not actually gonna leave. Boop. Hey subs, and also those with ad blockers. By the way, if you guys aren't using an ad blocker on my stream, you guys definitely should. I don't care about ad revenue. I only play ads so that we get the pre-rolls. That's it. That's the only reason why I play ads.
Look, Ma, no hands.
That's not doing anything, Map Pack. I don't even have my hands on the controller anyway, Map Pack. I am stretching, by the way. I have this cool thing called like a movable like mic arm. It's so cool. I'm standing right now. That's why my tracking is all weird. You guys want some Jelly Bellies? I have a bunch of them left over from Easter and I'm getting sick of them. Oh yeah, I can use the controller again. Jelly Bellies? Yeah. Where'd my chair go? Slurm friend. Yay! No more ad jail! Also, you should be using an ad blocker on my streams. They're like jelly beans, but they're not jelly
According
beans.
to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Wait. Who's trying to talk to me?
But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know?
But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
You're gonna murmur after all around trouble. I want to get your evidence. Executive gumshoe.
Ah, forget it.
I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyway. Bro, he's right here. No, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
We've got some really tasty milk. What is it with the milk?
How about a card trick, detective?
Now about that evidence you mentioned, what is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This is yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've concluded the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
Wait, later? But I wanna look at it now.
Why, it's all secret. Huh? Look, these are on the need-to-know basis. We're not reliable or anything. But everything that's happened to the court up till now has gone according to our plan. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku's plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma doesn't seem to be in control of things in there just now.
I'll figure it out right for me, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I'm glad you mentioned from the first here for you. Nothing never truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out here.
Haven't you forgot that we know him from last game, Amnesia Gamers? What did he mean by that? The very end part.
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, well, okay.
Don't scare me like that.
Looks like there's a large care package for the circus for the defendant.
What? For me?
There's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy.
Why does he keep getting milk?
Hurry up and drink it all before it expires.
An entire dairy's worth of milk for me?
Milk.
What is now ends back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense.
proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
I understand now. No, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor.
Can I just skip to the evidence, please? Because here's a lion, here's his brother, and here's a note. Can we just skip to the end, please? I have the evidence.
Don't ask questions if you don't want answers to.
What?
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That is when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in.
Who do you mean we? Who's we, Acro? Huh? Huh? Who's Acro? What happened to him? Care to share that part of your testimony? Objection!
I want you to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
Sag. Anyways, who is that you're talking about? Your brother? Oh, what happened to him? He got bit by a lion? That the ringmaster gave to his daughter? No way! Just skip it. Of course I'll cross-examine. Why are you asking?
Defense is right with this.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Look, Von Karma, I'm sorry, but this is the one thing I actually have definitive proof of, okay? I actually have proof for this. Who's we?
We? Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What, you have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
8-year-old and my brother was 4.
Parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
Got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Ugh. No crying in court, let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with this testimony.
Steal Map Hack's nose.
How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one.
That's a weird family. That's a really weird family.
Ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about the other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were only few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
What a beautiful story.
It's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
It's all a lie!
It's a lie! You started off as an acrobat at the early of an age. I begged the ringmaster. I'm not with the voice. No, I'm not.
Begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredibly physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
Okay.
Judge keeps looking at Acro like a proud father. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow. Ow. Now we need the judge's sad story. We don't get that until the 7th game.
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Exactly. Okay, but why'd you whip the judge for that? I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
We haven't even shown them the lion yet.
I tried to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Yeah, Your Honor, what's up? Can you provide an explanation as to why Ackroyd would want the ringmaster?
Of course I can. Please enlighten the court.
Let's see some evidence that proves Ackroyd's motive for killing the ringmaster. Oh. Is it the lion or the note? Uh-oh. 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 I don't think that... No, I don't think that was the right one. I don't think that was the right one. I don't know. I don't... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Oh, I think it's the lion. And if it's not the lion, then it's the note. Dang it. It's the note.
Bruh, it's not? Oh, fudge. Okay, okay. No, I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. I forgot I got this. Wait, small quantity of pepper. And that's why the lion bit down. The smell of the pepper probably... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's either the scarf or the pepper then. Okay, it's the pepper. Pepper. No. Okay, what do I have to show for this? Ugh. Once I get past this, it's gonna be smooth sailing. I just know it. What do I have to show to trigger this? What do I have to show to trigger this? Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster is, wait.
Acro's motive. Okay, wait. Let's think backwards for a second. Acro's motive is because. Okay. Wait. Oh, this is the first time I've gotten a. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I've gotten a bot in my chat in forever. What the butts? Wow. Crazy. Bye. So, okay, so Acro kills the ringmaster, and he says that he has conclusive evidence of what took place. And the conclusive evidence is the pepper, which was in the box. So the ringmaster would have gone over there to the box with the to see the pepper, basically, and Acro would have then killed him. So if this is the conclusive evidence of being the murderer, so basically this isn't so much as saying that. Okay, so Bat is technically. You're technically still alive if you're in a coma, right? But like it's like one of those complicated situations where like you can come back from it, but you're kind of like dead to the world in a way. So it's not that he is the murderer, because Bat is technically still alive, but it's more so the ringmaster is being accused of basically attempted murder. Yeah, attempted murder rather than actual murder, especially since he's been in a coma for 6 months and there's no really, you're not really sure if he will be coming back. So essentially Acro is treating this as if Bat is dead. So the ringmaster killed Bat, and Acro is mad about it, obviously, for very obvious reasons. So conclusive evidence is the pepper, which was in the box that he claimed about in the note, and this has a small quantity of pepper on it. So this was found in Acro's room. So this is the scarf that Bat was wearing at the time, and he got it from Regina because Bat had a crush on Regina, and so Acro put the note in Regina's pocket. Oh. So wait. He got the scarf from Regina that day. What if the note was for Regina? What if Acro was planning to kill Regina? For killing Bat, or attempting to kill Bat, and that's why the note was found in Regina's pocket, because it was for Regina. So, Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster isn't that it was the ringmaster, because he would have been trying to go for Regina. Because if he's truly, genuinely appreciative of Russell for taking him in and everything, dang. Okay. Okay, wait. I might be onto something, but that might be later. What do I show to just continue this game? I don't know what to show to just continue the game. To get to the thing that I know is true. That I know is true. What haven't I shown yet? What haven't I shown yet? Look at this badge. I did show Regina. Max salary negotiation. I tried Regina. I did the Pepper. I did Regina. I did Russell. I did Bat. I did the Pepper. I did the Note. I did the Scarf. And I did the Lion. I did everything that I feel is related to this this situation. Like the box, I don't know how the box would be it, but I can try it. I'm safe scumming anyway. What if I just back out? I can't back out. Which means there has to be something. This is like this or something. Unless it has to do with Max, because it could be the salary. I haven't shown the salary increase. So I don't know if maybe he'd for some reason be jealous that Max is getting basically more attention. But that would be... Wouldn't that be a means to kill Max and not the Ringmaster? Oh, I fricked up. Oh, I fricked up. What am I missing? What do I need to show? Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster is... I can't back out. I can't talk to her right now. Thank you, Flame. Even when it's straightforward, like I feel like I figured it out, but I don't know what to show to trigger the next step. Ah! Acro's motive for killing the Ringmaster is... So, Regina was the love interest of Bat. Max also likes Regina, and so does Trillo. So basically Ben, which is kind of disgusting. And also the judge, apparently. I'm not going to talk about it. So Any ideas, guys? I feel like at this point I'm just trying anything. I did the salary, right? And I did the pepper. Did I do this one yet? Blech. Which one didn't I do? Did I do the lion? There's a lion. You have all the evidence to prove he has motive to... You don't think we have all the... I can't back out. I'm stuck here. So unless I somehow manage to, like, trap myself in a corner and I just have to basically lose to continue and try again. And I'm pretty sure you just have to save, you do like a... You can either continue from most recent checkpoint, I think. I saved... Yes, I did. So I could go back. I could. Orange juice. Like, I could go back to here, which isn't that far if we just skip the present anything and let it roll. Oh, I just loaded content. Oh. Look at this badge! Okay, I can. Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro... Oh, I can't believe this. Don't tell me that was the answer! It's because Akra had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Okay, okay, okay. Look, it was forced penalty. Okay, but here's the thing. He is right, because I'm pretty sure he was trying to kill Regina. But I hate when... I'm not sure if it was a forced penalty, because I think I had the option to say, yes, I have evidence, or no, I don't have evidence, or whatever. And I chose, yes, I have evidence. So it was my mistake that granted me the penalty when I really just had to be like, oh, I don't have evidence to prove this motive because it doesn't exist. So basically, once I realized that he was after Regina and not the Ringmaster, I should have just basically let it roll. It's okay. It's okay. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of the Russell Berry. You want to jump to end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. Acro, you didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murder is not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What?
Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in this face. Twice if you must.
I don't like this courtroom. I feel unsafe.
Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court?
Bailiff, get her!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in this court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro is trying to kill someone else? Regina Perry? This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Now we're going to charge the bailiff with aggravated assault for slapping people. The way this game goes.
You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. You can easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough, Mr. Wright, allow me to.
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
Okay, get her. That goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. I'm sorry, I have 3 HP left. I can't do this. Proves Acro was out to kill this young girl. Do I show the scarf or do I show the pepper? Do I show the scarf or do I show the pepper? Do I show the scarf or the pepper? At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence. I just presented. Not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Those two are finishing. Dang it! Bruh. Let me reload! Bruh! Just let me reload! Alright then, bailiff shooter! Bruh! No, it's probably this, actually. Gosh dang it! I hate when it's just not clear what they want you to show. That's just what bothers me. Cause oh, it's this. So that was very clear. Yeah, that one was very clear actually. Sorry, that was on me. You remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat.
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled "To the Murderer." Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. They wrote it down for you and everything. I just wish they would have, like, clear evidence of what they want me to show in this game. It never makes any sense at all.
You're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem. Acro did indeed place this note in someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person who this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Regina in the stands being like... Huh?
Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours is the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note.
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible!
What do you mean incredible? What do you mean incredible? Someone died! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today.
Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Get rotated, nerd.
Acro had no idea who it was that arrived at the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly. Time for a break, please. Hey, Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? Yeah, she's probably fine. Fortunately, this is only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. I don't think she's even paying attention, honestly. Objection! Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish foolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Pepper! Pepper! Well, if the note was meant for Regina Barry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina Barry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
I'm saving again. I don't trust this game anymore. I know all about it. Now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at the time. I've been ready for the past hour.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. I have it in my evidence folder. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
Maya, you were there with me when we got all of this evidence and heard all of this.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing.
Peppa! What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Get it? 'Cause pepper is a spice?
Isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion! Very well, Mr. Wright, what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Barry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Incorrect, Your Honor. She only used a little sprinkle. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Barry's intended victim?
Who is this? That is Acker's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acker would feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him.
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acker's brother, Sean Duling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Barry, is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position has ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
Then what happened to Acker's brother?
He's not the victim of the attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. I'm not done yet, Maya. Chill. I'm not done yet.
Lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acker's brother, Bat.
Haha, it's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. Then who was it that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina gave it to him. Regina? There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. What might that be?
Peppa!
Peppa?
Pepper.
Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the incident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could.
Small quantity of pepper.
Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal and all, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion, for a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling.
Lion smile?
I've never heard of them smiling, however...
Lion sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze.
That's so sad. That's so sad, though.
He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
You fool!
You've got to be kidding me!
Yes, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth.
Oh, Jonathan. Oh, we missed all of that. We missed the truth thanks to Jonathan. You foolish idiot.
It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true?
Acro, you can't mean, witness.
Are you confirming that the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
Darn it!
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there is an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be?
Give Jonathan a treat. There should be a way to check what was said. I think in later games they add a chat log, but I think... No, Jonathan, stop it! It was mentioned earlier in chat by I think Appleman. I could be wrong, but it's a memory-based deduction game. So if you can't remember it, screw you.
If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim?
Biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise.
Murder weapon?
They clearly didn't have a stenographer in court until the later games. Yeah, they couldn't afford it.
bus that the defense claims was used, that were to be found in Akra's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
The bust.
Nick, you gotta do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. The defense requests to search the room of the witness, kindling. What is it now?
It looks like you still haven't figured things out, have you? By now you must know the meaning of von Karma total justice.
You mean...
They picked the wrong option? A von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Akra's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Akra would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Akro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
Huh.
Looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now.
I wish I could just say it wasn't Max Galactica. Because that's my job. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You're always right. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. I didn't find it. I don't know where the bust is. I'm busted.
Seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments looks to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
I called it a stand Regina Berry. I don't know. I don't freaking know anymore. Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue. Huh? We need time to do what? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? You're asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Thanks. Thanks, Maya. Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, the defense may proceed. Doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? I don't freaking know. I don't know. Where's the big top? In this courtroom? Where's the big top? Oh, wait, that's the giant map. Tent.
Wait a second. 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 I'm gonna say the loading house. There's no doubt in my mind the bust is somewhere around the lodging house. You don't say! You better not say! In fact, allow me to be even more specific as to its location.
It's in the place where we weren't allowed to check.
Buried in the plaza. No, it's not.
It's not buried, you dum-dum.
How could you possibly think that? Have you ever heard the old saying, it was hiding right under your nose? That about sums it up.
Oh, Phoenix, you dummy. Phoenix, you idiot. That's not what I was thinking at all. Phoenix and I are not sharing a brain cell today. No. He and I were not sharing brain cells. No. I should have gone with my initial gut feeling of Moe's room. But then it hit me with the, it's in the plaza. No, it's in Moe's room. I know it's in Moe's room.
The must be in Moe's room.
What did you miss? I got the wrong answer because I didn't trust my initial gut reaction feeling of logical deduction. And I died. I couldn't think of any other... Huh? Where Ben and Trillo were standing? Search that room inside. Wait a second. Yeah, I know they already did a search of Acro's room, but I chose Moe's room. The clown. Oh, wait, shoot. I needed this one. I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know.
Oh no. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's not one of those.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. It's kind of like that. Phoenix, you idiot. Phoenix, you idiot. Somewhere in this courtroom. Do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? Oh, hello? Are we for real right now?
I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it.
Yeah, it's true. If you want to hide something, just keep it on you.
Just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Silly Phoenix Wright. The bust is above the legs. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright.
How does he not smell of blood? Unless he washed it, but like... I feel like he would smell the blood everywhere he goes.
I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over, which is why you had to hide it in the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Sorry, I was imitating his face. Just by Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
Da 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 da. Only had to save Scum a little bit. Only a little bit. How could you?
How could I what? Win?
Twice in a row? With only a little bit of save scumming?
Got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Oh, I'm such a pro, yeah. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What? Ha!
It's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust? Obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that.
Meanwhile, Von Karma's like, huh? What?
You've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now. Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her.
I know I sure couldn't. Oh, I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why didn't I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
It seems we've finally arrived at the truth. Acro! Yes, Your Honor. Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
It's over!
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She was just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her.
That's a way to get girls to like you. Throw pepper at her. Yeah! Don't do that. You're back again. We solved the mystery. And I totally didn't have to reload the save about 10 times.
Brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that is not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That is who I am. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. Then I pondered giving up myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. That's what I've been saying!
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
So what was that thing that Von Karma was talking about at the very start of the stream? That conclusive evidence that she had Gumshoe draw up. My eyes are spamming out a little bit.
Court is adjourned.
December 30th. Oh my gosh, it's 5 p.m. We started this at 10. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, 6. That's 7 hours. That's 7 hours. Fabulous.
But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat? Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh?
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Ah! Really congrats, but only at max 1 million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
Oh, take a guess, Mo. We're just thinking about Acro.
No, 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 no. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh? Oh no.
She's been like this for a while now.
I'm not. It's all my fault.
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina, Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro, is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? No, I don't think so. Not anymore. Are you sure? You're really sure? I can believe that?
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know you're not just making that stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge.
Ah, fudge. Monkey. Monkey. Monkey.
Here you go. Oh, here you go.
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
But that's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught. Uh-huh. I I know! What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes and then until he can meet Acro again.
It's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? Well, I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and rip up the contract.
I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
Oh, that's a big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. Or I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen.
Don't laugh. It's quite the girl. Go.
Yay! And I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max, let's work together.
Let's work together and make the circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
Well, I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think I brought you to the court today? We gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo's right, Sweetie Pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick.
Seems like everything's going to turn out all right here.
Can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm gonna order special whoopee cushion seats.
I see. What made the case? Gumshoe, that's a surprise, right? Really paid off just like you said it would, sir. Wow, you said it all figured out. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory! If Acro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Wright?
Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Oh my gosh, it's Edgeworth! He's alive! No way! I never would have realized. I never would have guessed that Edgeworth was still alive. What a shocker! Wow. Wowee. I would love to save, actually. Oh, shoot. Oh, fudge. I didn't save. Uh-oh. No. I need to save. No, I need to save. No. Wait. We'll lead to next year's Grand Prix champion. Who will be our hero of heroes? I guess we're starting the next chapter. Whoopsies. Oh, what is this?
It will be last year's runner-up, Jammin' Ninja, or maybe Captain Saipod on the way from the lovely Troubling. As a student of a certain star, he's cool, star rare to win. And global hero on, you know,
Those words.
We hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me! Whoa! The true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior, the Nickel Samurai. Too bad, Jammin' Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you yet again this year.
Can I save? March 20th. Oh, it's like been like 3 months. Okay. Great. We did it! We got through the circus!
It's Shredder!
Next case you feel is the best in this game. Honestly, anything after the previous one, I think is gonna be amazing. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Lol, JK. I need a nap now. I'm hungry. Wait, this is Phoenix's ringtone. This is Phoenix's ringtone. But like the full version, not the 8-bit version. Oh, heck yeah.
You suck, Ulu.
Bro. Okay, who's streaming? Okay, here's the thing. I want a ringtone. I have a ringtone. It's Donatello's library rap. So how is
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, we now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
For what, map hack?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
And this is why the stream has been set to 18 plus. At least it was before the new Twitch rules. Hal, where are you? You're supposed to be streaming today. Oh wait, Flame is supposed to be streaming. Flame, go live! Nobody clicked that. I make no promise. I won't clip it. I make no promises for the rest of chat. Could also read K-Max instead. K-Max do be live. Well, see, I was what? Oh! I had my own stream open in another tab, and I was like, why did I open up my own tab? It's because I was lurking in P-Tony's stream and I forgot to close it. Whoopsies! Girl, you still live? Yeah. Yeah, I'm still live. Self-raid. Bro, if I could. Wait, do we want to raid K-Max or do we want to wait until Flame and Hal go live? Which could be anywhere from like 5 minutes to like an hour. So maybe we should raid K-Max. Let's raid K-Max. There we go. We're gonna go hang out with K-Max. Real cool dude. Currently playing Octopath Traveler 2. And it looks like he just kind of likes a lot of Square Enix games. If we raid K-Max, nobody mention pizza smoothies. I will be mentioning the pizza smoothies. You can't tell me what to do. Sorry, I don't actually have it a position to find. Mention smoothie pizza. I will mention smoothie pizza. Hoi. Pizza smoothies. And then here we go. There's our raid message for today. Oh, look, they just went live. Al just went live. I can't believe this. It's okay. We'll still raid K-Max. How is Smelly? Okay. You're right. Okay, I'm running out of time. So, goodbye, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow with something. Something. But we'll be back on... yeah, okay, bye. Bye!